Yeah, I'm back from Japan, and I bought a lot of stuff back again. The only limit to my shopping were the bags that I took with me. So next time I'm going to take a much bigger bag. I want to fit in as much as I can, because unfortunately quite a few things did get a little bit damaged on the way back. But anyway, that's beside the point. Today is just going to be a massive merch roundup. So just like last year, we'll go over the stuff that I got before I went to Japan. Just the highlights for me, otherwise we'll be here all day. And then we'll go over the stuff that I brought back from Japan, because there's some pretty cool stuff there. Or at least I think so. So, let's get started. First things first, a couple of books, actually, of all things. The first thing, the Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana novel. This was written by Anna Kashima. I've read it, I've been getting back into books lately, well, light novels, shall I say, and it's well written. So if you do get the chance, I mean, this could be a good Christmas present as well, because not too expensive, all said and done, or decent enough for your significant other, or brother, sister, whatever, as long as they like Ys 8, so, Cool, good item. And speaking of books, another Ys book here. It is the Ys Age of Heroes role-playing game. So this was sent to me by Prometheum Books. And it's basically like Dungeons and Dragons, but in Ys formats. You have all your D20s, your D8s, all that kind of stuff. You've got different scenarios in there, you've got different classes and monsters, but it's all based on the Ys universe. So a really cool item there, I have to say. And hardcover as well. I do prefer having a hardcover. That's just me personally. I think it's just higher quality. Very nice item, especially if you like your tabletop gaming. Right, moving over to the game side of things. I'm just having a look at the pile and figuring out what to show next. I think we're going to go with this. Kai no Kiseki. Kai no Kiseki, limited edition from Japan. I got the pre-order bonus from Falcon directly this time, and I believe that came with an acrylic stand. I can't actually remember who it was of, and maybe I don't really want to show it anyway because it could be a spoiler. But anyway, one thing I will say is that outside of the pre-order bonuses, I don't think I'm going to bother buying limited editions anymore of Trails games, because literally every single store I went into had a Kai no Kiseki limited edition in Japan. I'm not even joking. They were always there, and they were super cheap as well. I'm talking about, well, this, 5,000 yen, and then when I went to the stores, it was about 3,000 yen when I actually saw it in the store. So, yeah, I think in the future I might just stay away from it now, but, yeah, it was kind of a tradition to keep buying these up until this point. But anyway, saying that, one game that I am very happy that I bought the, it's sort of the limited edition, but I'm happy that I got a physical version of it. It is for Opus Echo of Star Song, so Segono Inc.'s magnum opus. I played this about 2-3 years ago, absolutely loved it. Amazing story to this game, and I got this from VGP, which is the Canadian retailer, I believe. But when I saw that they were doing, a physical version of Opus, I just couldn't say no. It's one of my favourite stories ever in gaming. Visual novel hybrid, very much worth playing, very emotional, lovely soundtrack. Can't go wrong with this, man. And yeah, very happy I got it. It was quite cheap as well, actually. I think it was around about 70 Canadian dollars, which translates to about 40 quid-ish. So not bad at all for a physical version of that. Let's go with this one. Trails Through Daybreak limited edition. Can't really go wrong with that. I do love the limited editions from NIS America. No different for this one. Though I will say, I might skip out on Daybreak 2s. Might. It's more my personal preference in that well, first of all, I don't really have much space left. And second of all, I'm not massive on Daybreak 2. I played it last year. I wasn't too impressed. It's a great game, but not really for me. So I might even skip out on that one. I don't really know, but we'll see what happens. We're coming to some of the big hitters now for the year. Let's go with this one. Here we go. PS5 version Unicorn Overlord limited edition. Literally sold out so damn quick, man. It's sold out in I'd say a week. I remember it going up for pre-order, and next thing I know, I delayed it at first because I was like, no, I'll wait. I'm sure it will be fine. It's quite a niche title. No, it was gone. It was gone in like a week. And I was lucky enough to manage to find one just before it got sold out. So this is the one that has, well, it's called the Monarch Edition, I believe, and it comes with all of the, the art books and the trading card and soundtrack. Awesome game as well. Vanillaware really outdone themselves with Unicorn Overlord. Definitely one of my favourite games of the year, and you'll be seeing that in my top JRPGs list, which I hope to have out before the end of the year, so keep an eye out for that one. Really cool item, though. Okay, next, we're going to go with the Persona 3 Reload Aegis Edition. Good luck finding this anywhere now. I have not seen this in the wild for a while now on any online retailer. Funnily enough, though, I did see it at my local CEX, and it was gone the next day. So, obviously a lot of people wanted this, and who wouldn't want it? It's a really cool addition. First of all, you get the Aegis figure in this too. I'll put that up for you guys so you can see what you actually get inside. In fact, all of the special editions, I'll put up pictures so you guys can see what's inside. But no, I'm really happy with this one. And Persona 3 Reload, I mean, it was my first exposure to Persona 3. I'd never played the original FES or Portable. This was my first exposure. Very great game. I mean, Atlus had an amazing year this year. I mean, even just the games they developed, they did really well. And there's one more over there from Atlus, so you'll see it in a little bit. But Persona 3 Reload, if you haven't played it, play it. Really cool, especially if you haven't played the original, or FES, or Portable. Okay, next one we're going to be going over is this bad boy. Visions of Mana's Limited Edition. Now, the thing is, Visions of Mana, it's a good game. I like Visions of Mana. I do think it's a little bit flawed. I don't think that's the fault of Oka Studios. They were basically put in a really bad position by NetEase Games. But I will say, very impressed with the limited edition. In terms of what you get inside, I know what's inside, obviously, but just the girth of it. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's freaking massive, and it's got lovely artwork on it and everything like that. Great little item. I was really happy when this came. Like, when I saw the size of the box, when I saw the size of the package that it came in, should I say, when it first arrived, I was like, what the heck is this? It's like, you know, have they sent me two by accident? No, it genuinely is just that big. So I was very impressed with this one. So yeah, definitely worth getting if you see it hanging around and stuff like that. Good game as well, like I say, a bit flawed, but you know, what can you do? Can't have it all your own way. Okay, next up, this one was given to me by Idea Factory, and I didn't think I was going to get reached out to for these anymore after I was not impressed with Sisters vs. Sisters last year, Neptunia, Sisters vs. Sisters, the spin-off. But this, they reached out to me again for Toho Spell Carnival, and they sent me a limited edition, which was very nice of them to do. Like I say, while I'm not a big fan of their games, or most of their games, I do hold the opinion that their limited editions are extremely good. I'm hoping that Code Zion is going to be just as good, like Death End Request Code Zion. That will probably be the one that I will willingly buy, if you know what I mean. But no, I mean, this one's got some good stuff in it. The game's over there, it was in like a separate box, so if you want to play the game but not open limited edition, you have that option. But a really cool item nonetheless, and yeah. Thank you to Idea Factory for reaching out once again and sharing this with me. They did reach out as well for Neptunia Riders vs. Dogus, the spin-off motorbike RPG, but I said no to that one because, you know, like I say, running out of space and also not really big on Neptunia, so I didn't really want to do that to them. Anyway, now two more things to go over before we go over the stuff I got from Japan. Talking about Atlus, I mean, we talked about Persona 3 Reload and the Aegis edition, and of course, had to get the Metaphor ReFantasio limited edition as well. I mean, could not say no to that. I mean, is it my favourite game of the year? No, I mean, it's close. It's really, really close. Again, like I say, you have to wait for that video to come out by the end of the year. But absolutely brilliant game. I loved everything, pretty much loved everything about it. In terms of the games that came out from Atlus, this was my favourite one that came out this year, and very happy that I got this limited edition because, well, I was surprised to see actually that it was hanging around for a little bit, but no, as far as I can see now, it's pretty much all gone. But really cool item, no doubt. Very much enjoyed Metaphor ReFantasio, as did many others this year, so yeah, great game. And it's also worth noting as well, a little bit of a shameless plug for my Patreon here, but this is the quarterly giveaway for the end of 2024 for my S-Rank patrons. So good luck to all of my S-Ranks. You could be the lucky winner of one of these, because I actually have another one for myself. But this one here is for the giveaway. Good luck to you guys. And, you know, if you get it, good times. Happy Christmas, I guess, and New Year. Right, last one, and this was one that I was contemplating whether I should or shouldn't, because when I saw what was in it, I was a little bit disappointed with what I saw, but when I actually got it, which is when I actually got back from Japan, it was in a package waiting to be opened when I got back. When I actually saw what it entailed, I was like, actually, no, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So, first of all, This little box here, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Now, quite light, not much in it, to be fair. I think it's got a soundtrack in there and all that kind of stuff, but the real reason why you probably want to buy the limited edition of Dragon Quest III HD 2D is this acrylic, this little acrylic stand. I don't even know what to call it. They're just acrylic stands of all the different jobs and the hero and all this kind of stuff. And obviously you've got the Archfiend or Skull Archfiend of Lightning down there. I don't even know what his name is. But that's cool. This is cool. I'm happy that I spent the money for this because, you know, it's just a great showpiece. You know, you put it up on a shelf and it pretty much just demands your attention straight away, and very much happy to get this. Yeah, I think this is worth it. And Dragon Quest III HD 2D, in terms of the game itself, I mean, I haven't finished it yet because I was basically in Japan. I had 2 games with me. The other one was Mario Luigi Brothership. Finished Mario Luigi Brothership, haven't finished Dragon Quest III HD 2D yet, because basically I started with the other and just ran out of time for Dragon Quest, but I'm really enjoying it, I will say that. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the stuff that I brought back from Japan, and I will say in advance that I brought back a lot of stuff from series that I like. So be prepared to see a lot of Trails, a lot of Ys, a lot of Atelier, all that kind of stuff. You know, just brace yourself for that because you're going to see a lot of it. Anyway, let's just go over the games first of all. So, first of all, let me just get these all together because there's 3 of them. There we go. Okay, so first off, Atelier Iris Trilogy. Now, of course, this is one of the PS2 trilogies, along with Manakemia, which had 2 games as well. Very difficult to find, but largely liked by a lot of people who did play them. A lot of people who couldn't really get into the modern Ateliers actually did enjoy the likes of Atelier Iris and Manakemia, which doesn't surprise me in a way, because these were basically Gust's attempt to move away from the unique crafting of Atelier and make them a bit more traditional in terms of being an RPG and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I dare say these games are great. I haven't played them myself, but as soon as I saw them in Japan, I got all 3. Funnily enough, I believe that the second one as well has a different name in English, but yeah, I can't actually remember that myself, but that's really cool. And in the same breath, let me see if I can find the other Atelier game that I brought back. Yeah, here we go. Manakemia. I couldn't find the second one, I could only find the first one, and funnily enough, there was actually a limited edition of Manakemia in Japan, and it came with like a model of, I think it is, I can't remember the name of the character, it's the one with the ponytails, this one right here. It came with that figure, and I just had no space in my bag anymore, so I just had to go, well, oh well, I guess I've missed out on that one. Just the way it is. That's one reason why I'm going to take out a bigger bag next time. But anyway, Manakemia, really cool. The other PS2 Atelier game, or games, shall I say, the duology, definitely something I want to get to sooner rather than later. Right, next up, more Gust stuff. This time it's Art and Ellico 1 and 2. Now, Art and Ellico 1 I've played, really great game. Art and Ellico 2 I haven't played, but I fully expect this game to be very good. Probably even better. I hear that it's considered to be better than the first game, so that's saying something. So I don't know when I'll get to those, whenever I get the time. I mean, I played enough this year, and you know, there's more than enough time in the world to play these games, or I'd like to think so at least. So that was cool. And we're moving back to Atelier again, and this one, I found it on my first day, my first full day in Japan. So I flew in, basically the first day was a wash because I was so tired, but the second day I went into Fukuoka and just kind of shopped around a little bit before I went on like bigger excursions. And as I was shopping around, I found this PSP game. And I saw it was an Atelier game, but I've never even heard of it. It is called Atelier El Crone, or El Crone, Dear for Automate. Yeah, this here is a dating sim Atelier game. Yeah. I mean, it was going to happen, wasn't it? I mean, it made sense. I have no idea. I've never seen this game mentioned anywhere. So it must be like one of those side games like Nelk or whatever it is. But I found that interesting that I just saw it. And I have a feeling that you play as the lady or the girl. And you basically just shop around for guys. And instead of mixing up concoctions, you're mixing up dating plans, I guess. So, that's cool. Alright, next up, the PlayStation 2 version of Ys Ark of Napishtim. This one here comes with a special sound CD, which is very voluptuous, I must say, and of course the game itself. East, Ark of the Pishtim, nearly 5,000 yen on, on the PS2. Quite expensive, surprisingly expensive to be honest, but you know, I'm willing to say no to that, especially with this sound CD that came with it, so yeah. Okay, next up, more Ys and Trails in the Sky as well. This was Ys vs Sora no Kiseki Alternative Saga, of course, the fighting game, 2,100 yen, not too bad at all, and it came with the drama CD as well, and you got the UMD back there. I would like to see this game localized one day. I think Kondo did kind of entertain the idea in a recent interview, but whether we'll see it or not is another story. Either way, I was happy I found it, and didn't see it last time, so might as well get it this time. And let's see. Okay, right, last game. Now, if this was the English version, I'm looking at about £1,000. Last I checked, it was about £1,000. The Japanese version, not as much, 3,600 yen. But I didn't find it last time I was out there, in Sapporo or Tokyo. I did find it in Fukuoka though. Panzer Dragoon Saga, and they call it Panzer Dragoon RPG Azel in Japan. But obviously Panzer Dragoon Saga for us in the West. One of the most sought after Sega Saturn games during its relatively short lifespan before the Dreamcast came out, and you get 4 discs as well. Largely considered to be the best RPG on the Saturn, I believe, and you know, that's why the price is so high. Very low print run, and that's just the way it is sometimes, but when I saw it, I had to have one myself, so there you go. Panzer Dragoon Saga for me. Japanese version, of course. Anyway, moving on now. This time, besides just the games, I wanted to put a bit more emphasis on miscellaneous stuff. Stuff like books and tapestries and all that kind of stuff. And I did get quite a few books this time around. So that's where most of my weight was in my bag, because there's some pretty cool books out there. So, anyway, first one. I found this one in Hiroshima, I believe. Hiroshima's Surugaya was miles away as well. There were 2 Surugayas, but they were like 7 kilometers away, both ways, like north and south from the station. There were 2 of them, but I had to go really out of my way to both of them. But it's a challenge, you know, it's an adventure, why not? Let's go check them out and stuff like that when I got the time. And I'm glad that I did go to one of them, because I found the Art Book of Ys. Man, this is a chunky little fellow. But man, what a great item. I believe there's an English version of this as well, but I haven't seen one. I've only seen the Japanese version. Very cool item. Very happy I found it. I mean, I love Ys, and having an art book dedicated to the Ys series, that's a no-brainer for me, man. 6,000 yen, I believe it was. Yeah, 6,000 yen. Not bad at all for this. Very nice item. You know, I might show you guys a few pages within that just to get an idea what the book is all about. And speaking of art books, our next one is going to be Trails of Cold Steel, the art book. The Trails of Cold Steel art book. Again, quite chunky, just like the other one, and quite expensive too. 5,100 yen, which, you know, for Trails of Cold Steel, I guess it makes sense because Cold Steel was quite popular in Japan, quite popular in the West as well. I was very happy I found this. I mean, I do like my Trails games, and this was the first one, well, the one that brought me into the series, so I wasn't going to pass up that opportunity. Now, next up, this I don't think I've ever seen before. I don't know if it was like a pre-order bonus or something along those lines, but I got it anyway, and it didn't take up much space in the bag regardless. Atelier Ryza 3, a Gust Shop exclusive booklet. I don't know what it has in it, to be honest. It might be interviews, it might be artwork, I have no idea, but it was just under 2,000 yen, which in today's market is like a tenner, so no-brainer, you know? Regardless of what I think about Atelier Ryza 3, which isn't one of my favourite Atelier games, still a great game, and it's Atelier, so I'm not going to pass it up, so no, great, cool. Okay, next one. Again, it's Artanelico once again, and I believe it's an art book, or maybe like some sort of news booklet or something like that, something when the game first came out. Only 600 yen. I found this one in Kagoshima when I met the Miyazaki man. We basically just shopped around Surugaya for like ages. We must have spent about an hour and a half to 2 hours in there. But that's because we were searching out little gems like this one. Couldn't really say no to that at all, so thank you very much to that. And there's more Artanelico because like I got another fan booklet or something like that. This one was a bit more expensive, 2,300 yen. To be honest, I have no idea what's it? It's like, it's a fan book. That's it. It's a fan book. I think there's like, you know, fan artwork in there and stuff like that. And, you know, people who like art and Alico kind of come together and congregate in books like this. Nice item. I mean, like I say, it's art and Alico, so you can't really go wrong. And we're sticking with Gust. We're sticking with Gust. I told you there was a lot of Gust-related stuff here, but this one I couldn't say no to, okay? Because I love the game. I really do love the game, and it was a no-brainer for me. Blue Reflection. Blue Reflection Thai, they call it in Japan, I believe. We call it Blue Reflection Second Light. But Blue Reflection Second Light art book. And you get some really cool art in this. Well, I say cool art. I say cultured art, if you want to go down that route. But this was surprisingly expensive for how thin it is. It's not that thick, to be honest. 4,000 yen for this. I have no idea how popular Blue Reflection is in Japan, but, you know, I love the game, so it was a no-brainer for me. I'm taking it straight away. Don't really care about the price. So thank you very much for that. And the last art book. Now, this recently came out, and I was contemplating it because it is quite chunky, but when I saw the price, that pretty much put the nail in the coffin and basically went, nah, I'm taking it. 1,200 yen for the Persona 5 Official Design Works booklet. Look how thick that is as well. Super thick. Great item though, man. Great item. Like, I found this again in Kagoshima around all the book section and stuff like that. And yeah, I couldn't really say no to that at all. I do like myself some Persona 5. So, great little item that. And for that price, who's going to say no to that? Let's go with this. Right. Like I say, I was looking for tapestries while I was out there, and I did find a couple. These are Trails-related ones. I guess this one you can say has a spoiler for Daybreak. I guess if you haven't played Daybreak and you don't know what characters appear in it. Let's open these up one by one. So let's go with this one first. I remember this one. This one here was a... what was it? It was a pre-order bonus, I believe, for Reverie, the Japanese version of Reverie. How about that? Look at that. Very cool. This is the, well, Altina and Milliam, obviously, doing their thing. Well, doing their thing, just eating crepes, I guess. This was really cool, though. I saw it, this was again in Kagoshima in the Surugaya when I was with the Miyazaki man. I pretty much said yes to this straight away. 4,000 yen, fairly pricey, but I mean, it's got one of my favourite characters in the entire series in Altina, so couldn't say no to that. Great little item. And the other one, this one here, I don't know. I have no idea what it comes from. It must be a pre-order bonus for Kuro no Kiseki when it first came out, but I don't recall ever seeing it. But Agnes and Ren right there. Funnily enough, the one that I wanted, the pre-order bonus I wanted, was very similar to this. It did have Agnes and Ren on it, but they were like in some sort of magician's gear or something like that. That was the one I really wanted, but it sold out so quickly. So when I saw this, I was like, I have no idea what this is even from, or what pre-order bonus it was even from. I don't recall ever seeing it, but it's got Ren, my favourite character in the entire series, so no-brainer, no-brainer. Let's go over the limited editions I got, or the special editions I got. First of all, I wanted to complete the set. I found 2 of them when I was out there last year. I found the last one this year. It did get a little bit damaged, unfortunately, on the way back, but that's my fault. The Ireland Premium Edition. Now, unfortunately, it's not wrapped in plastic. I might need to do that myself. But the Ireland Premium Edition, I found this in Fukuoka at the Mandarake. It was there with the Mysterious and the Dusk Trilogy. I already had both of those. I just needed Ireland. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, excuse me, please open that cabinet so I can have this one. And, you know, I'm just going to screw up the rest of your display as a result of that. But no, I took it. Nah, this was mine. As soon as I saw it, it was mine. And funnily enough, I did find another one of this. I didn't see it at all last year. Saw 2 of them this year. So maybe not as rare as I think it is, but that completes the set. Great item. Talking about great items, more Atelier stuff is on the way. This one, premium box for Atelier Firis. Now, irrespective of what I think about Firis, which is the game, shall I say, the game Atelier Firis, it's not really one of my favourite ones. I do love Firis herself. Firis, the character, brilliant. Probably my favourite is my favourite of the mysterious pro tags. You get some pretty cool stuff though. I'll see if I can find it for you guys so you guys can see it for yourself too. But no, great item. And Gust. More Gust. More Gust. Right. Now, the thing is, I saw the sequel, I saw it everywhere. The original, I saw nowhere. The only place I saw it was when I went to Hiroshima, down the main street in a book off. And it was for Blue Reflection, the original Blue Reflection Premium Edition, or the Premium Box, should I say. I couldn't say no to this because I do love the original Blue Reflection as well. I prefer the Second Light, but like I say, I saw Second Light everywhere. I saw the Premium Box with Second Light pretty much in every single store I went into. This one, saw it nowhere. I saw it in one place. So, I couldn't really say no to it, and I think it was about 10,000 yen from my recollection, which is about 50 quid. So, for that, am I saying no? No. Well, I said no there, but you know what I mean. Next thing. Right. I haven't played the game. It's not out in the West, and I probably have to find a fan translation of some description, but when I saw it, I had to have it. Okay? I had to have it. Because it's Atelier, again, it is Atelier, and it is a very cool premium edition, or very cool limited edition. It is Atelier Lily, which I believe is the third Solberg game, so the trilogy that Marie comes from, Atelier Marie, who had the remake last year. This is the third one of that trilogy. Now, the reason I wanted this is because it comes with a beautiful diorama of Lily. I'm not saying no to that, man. The only downside to it is that it was chunky. It took up quite a lot of one of my bags, but I wasn't saying no to it. And for just under 10,000 yen, you could do far worse, man. You could do far worse. So that was a no-brainer as well, once I managed to shift a few things around. Great item, that. Alright, now, I posted about this one. when I was in Kagoshima. I found it at the bottom of a cabinet. It was behind two other limited editions, so I was scanning across and I just saw a little glimpse of a character that I was familiar with. But I was going for it. I was going for it as soon as I saw it. Eternal Arcadia, or Skies of Arcadia as we know it in England, or well, as we know it in the West, shall I say, let's be inclusive here. Straight away, man, like this was, like, bang, bang, it's mine. Thank you very much, see you later, there's your money. Well, not in that order. But anyway, Eternal Arcadia, limited edition, dude, this was just straight up. I mean, I think Skies of Arcadia is a great game. I played it this year. Could not say no to this. Quite rare. I didn't see it anywhere else in Japan. And it's got some pretty cool stuff in there, it has to be said. Kagoshima had a lot of really good stuff, I will say. It had one Suragaya, but that Suragaya was just loaded with great stuff, including this. So I'd probably say... Was that probably the best item I found? I don't know. I mean, like, me personally, I think there were probably, like, a couple of better things, but this here was definitely up there. It was like one of those treasures that you just can't find all the time. So yeah, great item, man. Eternal Arcadia, limited edition. Boom. Okay, we're coming to the end, and these last items I got in Tokyo, in Akihabara, at the Kotobukiya store. The Kotobukiya store had a dedicated Falcon stall, and I was basically out of money at this point. The money that I took with me, I basically run out. But when I saw this, I was just like, well, screw it. I'll withdraw a little bit more so I can buy some from here. And the reason for that is because, well, it's Falcon stuff, isn't it? And I'm not saying no to that. Right, now I haven't opened these, so you're going to have to bear with me a little bit as I get them open. Oh, come on, bro. Am I going freaking crazy here? Alright, so this particular Kotobukiya store had a lot of 20th anniversary Trails goodies that just I couldn't say no to. I couldn't say no to, man. One of them, acrylic block, Estelle, Joshua, and Ren. Obviously the younger version of Ren. Dude, that does... I mean, it was 5,000 yen, but... Pfft, you know, when else are you going to get something like this? When else are you going to get something like this? What, 5 years' time? When we got the 25th anniversary? When Trails is probably finished? Well, it probably won't be finished by that point, but anyway. Could not say no to that, and it was pretty much the same for the rest of the stuff I got there as well. Right, let me just open this bag up, because that's just full of goodies as well from this particular stall. All right, next one. I got another acrylic block of my personal favourite character in Trails, the grown-up version of Ren. Do I need to say anything more? Do I need to say anything more? I don't really think so. I don't think so. Like, dude, this was sick. This was sick. I was literally gazing. Like, bear in mind, this stall was not big. It wasn't big. You know, it was probably just like one display in front of me. But I was stood there for maybe about 20 minutes just contemplating, arms folded, thinking to myself, what am I going to buy? I got like hardly any money left. What am I going to buy? And I've got no space left. That was the big one. That was the kicker. But couldn't say no to that, man. Especially like that acrylic block of the Sky Trio and this. Nah, that's a straight up, mate. Straight up. Okay, what else we got? I got some coasters. Some drink. I think they're drinks coasters or something like that. 3 of them. I got Ren. I got Risha. And I got Estelle. The Estelle one was gone. It was gone. Like, literally, I managed to get one by pure luck. Because I went to the counter, and the guy behind the counter was like, oh, we've actually got one more of the Estelle ones. Do you want that? And I was like, give it to me. Thank you very much. You know, I'll pay you double. You know, the fact that I've got these, again, 20th anniversary stuff. Very cool. And speaking of those, speaking of like these key rings and coasters and all that kind of stuff. Now, 4 items, okay? 4 items. These are key holders. The key holders come in a set. There's set A and set B for Trails characters. I have no idea what is in these 4, okay? It's like gacha, okay? You get 1 from, I believe I bought 2 from set A, 2 from set B. So like I say, I have no idea what I'm going to get, so let's open them here and we'll see what we get. Oh, by the way, they were about 800 yen each, so that's about £5. First one's open. What we got? Come on, give me someone who I really like. Give me someone who I really like. Estelle. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, boom. That's one of them. I got one of the really good ones. Estelle. That's big. That's massive. Okay, cool. Right, second one. What is this one? Set A again. So this was the one that Estelle was from. By the way, you could get unlucky and get duplicates too. So, hopefully that ain't gonna happen. Well, actually, I wouldn't mind getting another Estelle. So, you know. Oh, you bastard. Right, second one. Who are we gonna get? Come on, give me something good. Risha. What? Did I just get like duplicates of my coasters? I'm not complaining though. I'll take Risha all day long. Thank you very much. I believe the A set would have had Ren in it as well. So unfortunately, I'm not going to get a Ren this time. But it is what it is. So Risha, we got a Risha. Now this is set B. So now we move over to set B, and I believe set B had stuff in it like Reem and quite a lot of class 7, I believe. So, all right, what we get? Elaine. I got Elaine. Okay, fair enough. And I know one person who'll be very happy with this. I've worked with her before on a video on my what video was it again? It was the history of Trails. She loves Elaine. Maggie, she absolutely loves this character. So I think she'd be happy with this if she saw that I got it. Maybe that could be like a Christmas present or something like that. Great item. And now, finally, final one of set B. Who are we going to get? I'm trying to think who else was in set B who I really wanted, but, you know, Altina? I think Altina was in that. So give me Altina. I'll take that. I'll take that. Give me Altina. Okay, here we go. Is it? Wait. There you go. Agnes. Okay, fine. We got Agnes. All right, fine. Agnes is all right. It's all good. Well, Agnes is very popular in Japan, I believe. I don't know what her popularity is like in the West, but yeah, I'll take Agnes. That's fine. That's fine. Right. One more item. One more item. Once again from the Falcon stall. This couldn't say no whatsoever because it's it's beautiful artwork. So it has to be said, it's beautiful artwork, and I could not say no to it. Spoilers up to Reverie, I'd say, because it's just got characters there that you know about. Most of them are pretty much characters you know about. Anyway, 20th anniversary artwork, plaque. Do I need to say anything? Do I need to say why I bought this? It was 5,000 yen. Don't need to say anything, do I? Don't have to say anything. As a Trails fan, I mean, would you, as a Trails fan, buy this straight away when you saw it? There's your answer. So there you go. But that is it, guys. That is everything that I got from Japan, and I think it was a very successful excursion. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know if I'll be going out to Japan next year, because to be honest, I'm going to be probably going somewhere else. But, you know, when I do go out to Japan again, we'll do another one like this. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe for more JRPG content, and consider joining my Patreon if you're interested. Peace.